When hearing about a haunted hotel room, most people would likely run the other way, much less want to stay there. But you're here, so I'm guessing you're not one of those people. It makes sense hotels would be haunted. Many of them are old and have hosted thousands of guests. With that kind of longevity and foot traffic, it's only a matter of time before something goes wrong. From hotels haunted by Aaron Burr's ghost to the same room in which Stephen King wrote The Shining, many haunted hotels are brimming with tales and stories of the paranormal. Curious to find out which ones you can book a stay at? I'm Mike with List 25, and here are 25 haunted hotel rooms you can actually stay in. #25. Biltmore Hotel. This hotel in Miami was first constructed in 1926 and hosted many wealthy societies at the time. On the 13th floor of the hotel, gangster Thomas "Fatty" Walsh was shot and killed, starting the ghost stories. Over the years, it became a military hospital and an abandoned shell before being renovated and reopened as a hotel in 1987. Still, the ghost stories abound, and many of the employees will gladly tell the guests about its haunted history. 24. Colonial Inn. Dating back to 1716 in Concord, Massachusetts, this old inn has seen a lot and includes its fair share of ghost stories. During the Revolutionary War, it served as a hospital for soldiers, and Room 24 was used to perform surgeries. If the men died in surgery, they would be taken to Room 27, the morgue. Guests staying in these rooms have reported strange activity, including flickering lights and having the television randomly come on. 23. Queen Mary Hotel. Considered one of the most haunted places on Earth by Time magazine, this floating hotel is permanently docked in Long Beach, California. Stateroom B340 is so notoriously haunted that they've turned it into a tourist attraction where guests can stay there overnight. Thrill seekers should be prepared to shell out $499 per night. 22. Ottawa Jail Hostel. While this creepy former jail has been modernized into a Wi-Fi equipped hostel, it's still rife with ghost stories and creepy hauntings. One of the spirits who haunts the hostel was on death row. He was accused of assassination, but the evidence against him was weak. Many stories have claimed his restless soul still haunts the hostel. 21. Captain Grant's Inn. This hotel in Connecticut was originally a home built by Captain William Grant in 1754. It later garrisoned soldiers in the Revolutionary War and sheltered slaves during the Civil War. The Adelaide Room is supposedly where all the creepy stuff happened. One guest recalled waking up to find a ghost woman wearing colonial-era clothes, holding hands with two children. Others have said they've felt hands caressing their face, or have had shades of children pass through them. 20. Nottingham Road Hotel. Situated in South Africa, this hotel's ghost is named Charlotte, a prostitute in the 17th century who took a tumble over the hotel balcony near room 10. Some have said she'll arrange the flowers, adjust the mirrors, and even fold your laundry while you sleep. Others have even woken up to find her talking with a friend. 19. The Langham Hotel. At this famous hotel in London, room 333 is considered its most haunted. Many devious things went down in this hotel, including a doctor who murdered his wife and himself on their honeymoon, a German prince who jumped out of a window, and a ghost with a penchant for tipping guests out of beds. 18. The Bourbon Orleans Hotel. It's said stories of ghosts go all the way back to the beginning of this hotel, and that ghosts of many different eras roam the hallways and ballrooms. People have regularly reported the sighting of the spirit of a Confederate soldier on the 3rd and 6th floors, and ghostly nuns and little children walking around. 17. The Marshall House. Faucets that mysteriously turn on and off, flickering lights, toilets randomly overflowing, and eerie voices echoing through the hallways are just a few of the things you might experience while staying at the infamous Marshall House in Savannah. One room to be specifically wary of is room 306. 16. Gadsden Hotel. This hotel in Arizona is said to be rife with the supernatural from top to bottom. Stories of guests having their hair pulled and being pinned to the bed are just a few of the terrifying encounters. Regardless of what room you stay in, there's a good chance you could encounter a ghost. 15. The Omni Grove Park Inn. Within the walls of this Asheville hotel resides a ghost known as the Pink Lady. Tales and stories of her presence by both guests and employees became so frequent and similar over the years that the owners of the hotel conducted an investigation in 1996 to determine why. If you're feeling particularly adventurous, you can book a stay in room 545. 14. Chillingham Castle. Considering itself the most haunted castle in the United Kingdom, it was once a monastery before becoming a royal castle and eventually a modern hotel. It's claimed to be haunted by a ghostly torturer, a woman in white, and a blue boy that hovers over the bed in the pink room. 13. Logan Inn. Located in New Hope, Pennsylvania, this quaint little inn was first a tavern in 1722. Stories of a Revolutionary War soldier wandering the hotel continue today, and some have even said the ghost of Aaron Burr haunts the hotel. 12. Fort Garry Hotel. This grand hotel in Winnipeg, Canada is said to be haunted by several specters, including honeymoon lovers. When a new bride asked her husband to go get medicine across the street, he died by a horse-drawn carriage. In turn, she killed herself in the apartment. Her ghost waits for her beloved to return in room 202. 11. Copper Queen Hotel. Dating back to 1902, this old-fashioned hotel in Arizona is claimed to be haunted by its owners and many who have stayed there over the years. Stories of odd smells, weird sounds, and levitating objects abound. So many of the stories have cropped up that a book was written about it, and the hotel was the subject of a Ghost Hunters episode. 10. Battery Carriage House Inn. Several rooms in this Charleston hotel are said to be haunted. While the owners have never claimed to see the ghosts, the same can't be said for the guests and employees. In room 3, you might find a ghost congregation, while in room 8, you may come upon a headless torso. Whatever ghostly presence you find, it likely won't be friendly. 9. Toftaholm Herrgård. Once a country manor in 14th century Sweden, today it stands as a fancy hotel. Of course, it's also haunted. Guests have claimed to hear strange noises and find doors and windows shut when they were open the night before. Some believe it's haunted by a peasant boy who fell in love with the Baron's daughter who lived there. 8. Russel Hotel. This hotel in Sydney has such a notorious reputation for being haunted that it hosts its own tours. Many stories tell of the ghost of a sailor who haunts it, and some have heard footsteps on the creaky floorboards at night. 7. French Lick Springs Hotel. Built in 1845 in Indiana, this hotel, some say, is still haunted by the former owner Thomas Taggart, claiming he still operates the elevator. Other employees have said they've received mysterious calls from unoccupied rooms. 6. Hotel Berchianti. This famous hotel in Italy is said to be haunted by children skipping down the halls, a woman knitting in a chair, and a ghostly maid doing cleaning at early hours. However, it's the Fresco Room, a place where dictator Benito Mussolini stayed, that gets the most notoriety, including the feeling of being watched and having icy breath on your face. 5. Hotel Blackhawk. This hotel in Iowa is said to be haunted by the actor Cary Grant. While many claimed he died in the hotel, he actually died in the hospital nearby. Regardless, some still believe he haunts the hotel and have claimed to see him floating through the hallways. 4. Prospect Hill Bed and Breakfast Inn. This quaint little bed and breakfast in Mountain City, Tennessee might have you waking up in the middle of the night smelling peanut butter cookies. Not because the hosts are making them, but rather the ghosts. On one occasion, a sober man smelled bourbon in his room, even though there was no alcohol around. Several others have spotted ghosts wandering the halls. 3. The Nochlin Inn. While this inn goes back to 1920, many believe it's the land that is haunted rather than the hotel. A story says that a woman named Nancy Barton ran after her husband in a snowstorm and died there. Some guests have claimed messages from her have been written on their steamy bathroom mirrors. 2. Emily Morgan Hotel. This eerie Gothic hotel in San Antonio has had numerous paranormal activity stories, including the unusual mysterious phone calls at night, televisions randomly turning on, and seeing a woman in white. On one occasion, 2 coworkers left their room and returned to find the bathtub full of water. 1. The Stanley Hotel. A haunted hotel that practically needs no introduction. It housed Stephen King while he wrote The Shining, and is a particular favorite of the ghost hunters. If you're looking for some scares, you'll want to book Suite 217. So, have you ever stayed in a haunted hotel room? Did you experience anything? Let us know in the comments below, or tweet your answer to us at List25. Enjoying our lists? Be sure to click that subscribe button on the bottom right and the notification bell so you don't miss out on new ones every Monday through Friday. Share them with friends and help us consistently conciliate curiosity. And if you want even more lists, check out these videos here or just head to our website at list25.com.